Hi, I'm Rachel from Cycle with Rachael. I started Cycle with Rachael not very long ago because I want more people to enjoy cycling like I've done for all my life. We want to help these people to grow with cycling, right from balanceability at the age of 2.5, right up to any age at all, learning to ride, riding more confidently, guided rides on our fabulous e-bikes, or anything at all that we can help you with cycling. And when I say we, that's me and Heather, who works with me. We want you to cycle because we want people to stop using their cars so much. The e-bike allows that, especially in the hilly Holme Valley and Colne Valley where we're based. Why not try one of our e-bikes over the weekend and see how fun it is just riding around the hills and looking at the fabulous views and doing your shopping and putting it in our lovely panniers. So we hope that you might contact us for your child to learn to ride or enjoy balanceability or become more confident with their road cycling. Or even for you, the adults, we want to help you as well with your commute, with enjoying cycling and with becoming more confident. So you can message us after you've seen this video. All the contact details will be there. Thank you.
The following detailed plan comes from HoTT, Home First Transition Town, and River Holme Connections, and what it shows is a proposed cycle route from Huddersfield, the town centre and university, to Home First town centre. The proposal seeks to create, as far as possible, an off-road cycle path between the town centres of Huddersfield and Home First, together with link paths from other significant Holme Valley settlements, notably Honley, Brockholes, Netherthong, Newmill and Wooldale. In addition to these settlements, there are a number of other significant workplace and school destinations linked to or on the proposed route, notably Thongs Bridge, Armitage Bridge, Lockwood, Folly Hall, Kirklees College and Honley and Holmfirth High Schools. Where an off-road path is not considered to be achievable, the proposed route utilises the road network with appropriate amendments and improvements to create a safe cycling environment. This document highlights the existing and proposed routes. Existing routes include some off-road paths which are usable and used currently for cycling and will become part of the complete route, subject to any necessary improvements. Where off-road paths connect to the road network and for on-road elements of the route, improvements to create a safe cycling environment are proposed. The route sections are as follows: Huddersfield Town Centre within the Ring Road to Lockwood, Lockwood to Berrybrow, Berrybrow to Honley, Honley to Thongs Bridge, and Thongs Bridge to Holmfirth. If you would like to find out further information, you can do so by going to the websites of hott.org.uk or River Holme Connections at riverholmeconnections.org and sending them an email. You can also contact our Climate Emergency Coordinator by email at info@holmevalleyparishcouncil.gov.uk.
Hi, my name is Rachel and I am Mac's mum. Mac, my wonderful son, died in March 2019. He was just 23. Mac worked as a bikeability instructor, and although he was not a full lycra cyclist, he loved doing tricks and stunts on his bike, and at his work he loved giving children confidence to ride theirs. In his memory, we raised over £3,000 on our GoFundMe page to enable us, the team at Mac's Bikes, to donate bikes and helmets to children who don't already have one. I am also a bikeability instructor, and in my work my colleagues and I come across many children who don't already have a bike and really want one, so we can offer one to them. We have also donated some bikes and helmets to Kirklees Sanctuary for some refugee children. We love giving away bikes because we know that this would make Mac happy. Our other main goal is to place bike and scooter racking in local schools to enable children to have somewhere safe to park their bikes and scooters if they choose to ride them to school. When we ask children who take part in bikeability, who will now try to ride to school, the main response we receive is, there is nowhere to park our bikes. So this is why we chose this as our main goal. We are also working towards putting some racking in local communities, giving shoppers, cafe goers and visiting cyclists somewhere safe to lock their bikes. We have had some plaques made that will go alongside the racking so that whenever anyone sees them they will know that it's in memory of Mac. Mac left a lasting impression wherever he went. The children loved his free spirit and his roaring laugh. We at Mac's Bikes will keep his memory alive doing something we know he would have loved. If you would like to donate, please follow the link on the next slide.
Today is a very special, exciting and chilly day.
I'm the youngest person to ride from London to John
I'm taking part in my first ever race.
Just trying to show that Asian women can ride bikes as well.
I learned to ride a bike at 20 years old.
I was really scared to go on my bike, so I built my confidence and got on my bike and went.
I'm 69 years old, a great granny with hip replacements, and I love cycling. I'm 1 in a million.
I'm 1 in a million.
I am 1 in a million. I love cycling because you can ride to some awesome places.
I met my future husband and father of my children at a local spinning class.
It brought me friendships, resilience, confidence.
You've got a real sense of achievement. You feel really good about yourself afterwards.
I hate hills. Really hate hills.
Sometimes people and things can just get on top of me, and the way that I can escape from it is by getting on my bike and just riding.
When you're out riding your bike, it feels like the world's full of possibilities.
I never ever in my life ever thought I would be cycling through a country like Bolivia.
It doesn't matter if the ride is short or long. If I'm on my bike, I'm smiling.
I love it. I love the people that I've met. I love the friends that I've made.
That's why I love cycling.
I'm 1 in a million.
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 I've just cycled 50 miles for my 50th. I'm 1 in a million. It'd be nice if I had a downhill this week. I'm 1 in a million.
I'm 1 in a million.
That was nice. I'm going to get a race license. That ride was excellent.
I'm 1 in a million.
Hi, I'm Matthew, an EV driver. When a car tank is filled with fuel, it not only drives the car, but it also drives the climate crisis. And that's a crisis which is going to affect all of us and our children for the rest of our lives. When you fill your car with fuel, you are producing as much CO2 as your body weight. In fact, more. You're putting more than your body weight of CO2 into the car every time you fill up. But there is a way you can be part of the solution, not the problem. I bought an electric Smart 12 years ago, and I've been driving EVs ever since. It's important that the electricity you use for the car is green. You can generate it yourself, or you can buy from a green provider, such as Good Energy. Are electric cars expensive? Well, yes, if you compare it to buying an older car, but you can buy a second-hand i3 for about 12,000, you can buy a Leaf for 8 to 10,000. And if you're thinking about leasing a car, then leasing an electric or plug-in hybrid will cost about £50 a month more than a standard car. And you're probably going to save more than £50 a month in just fuel costs alone. So it's definitely worth considering. If you don't do very long journeys, then you can lease an electric Smart for £150 a month, and that will do 75 to 100 miles range. That's what we started out with. An electric car is like a mobile phone. You always plug your phone in at night and it's full every morning. If you can't guarantee a charge every night, then you can't really get an electric car. We plug ours into a waterproof 13 amp socket, or we put it under the garage door. You can get a 7 kilowatt special car charger, but we've not used one in the 12 years that we've driven electric. Electrics are simple. There's no engine, there's no gearbox, so maintenance is really quite low. They're quiet, they're nice to drive, they also perform well. That's why when we had both a diesel and an electric, we always used to jump in the EV first. The Tesla has transformed long journeys by EV, and it's the superchargers that make long journeys sensible. Driving from Yorkshire to Southampton, about 240 miles each way, we stop for a charge and a snack. It costs us less for the charge than for the drink and sandwich, and the car's full by the time we've finished. Teslas are expensive to buy, however. If most of your journeys are below 100 miles, then you should think about an EV. If you do longer journeys, then look at a plug-in hybrid. Our neighbours have one. It will do about 30 miles on battery only. And since January, they've only put in petrol once because they mostly do local journeys. If you want to know more, then there are many websites available, or you can contact me. My wife says I can talk forever about them. Most EV drivers can.